back. Hello. Schwartzy here, yes, and welcome to Wake and Bake. No, do not adjust your screens. Rattlocke has completed his duties. I'm the new adult in charge. We're all in big trouble. Well, welcome to the show today. We're going to great show. It's so great to be back. Isn't that nice? Isn't that fantastic? Schwartzy's back with his own show. Isn't that nice? I was gone. Rattlocke filled in. You had some wonderful interviews. You had Zodiac on the show. We had Remington Roar. That was so fantastic. That was nice. We love to see it. He did a great job. I want to thank you, Vinny. Vinny will be on the show later, but I want to thank Vinny for everything he did. He did a good job. He not only didn't get us canceled, but apparently he boosted our ratings as per usual. What? Yes. So, it might be replaced sometime soon. But until then, let's switch that vibe. Get over here. Nice. Where are we at here? Where are we at with all my homies and players? Look at all those homies and players in the chat skis. Hello, homies and players in the chat skis. Don't forget to say good morning to Schwartzy. So Schwartzy could say good morning to you. I'm trying to wish you all a wonderful day. Let's get it moving and grooving. Oh, we got that going. That's nice. Let's see here. Thinking you didn't slack off, Logo. Logo, where are you at? Did you slack off? Well, Hey, while Rattlocke was gone, did you show up late to work? I know you'll be smoking in the morning. Yeah, we're going to have it. What did you say to me? We're going to talk later. Okay, anyway, on to the show. Bunch of graphics talking all that eesh. Oh, Danomag. Yes, let's all wake and bake and twitch. Good morning, Danomag with Pro Wrestling Edge and Edge of the Mind podcast. It's so nice to see you this morning. I hope you're having a wonderful / productive day. I've obviously had my coffee. Yes, good morning, Drew. Not yet. We have to wake up. We have to get all the homies and all the players and all the baby boys and all the baby girls and all the baby gender fluents. We have to absolutely make sure everybody's woken up, ready to go, tackle the day. And then he's going to eat something nasty. You know how this goes. It's a bait and switch. Homie. Oh, good morning, Jackie. Good morning to you, sweet lady. I hope you and your little man are having a wonderful day today. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you so much. TJ. Oh, TJ back there. Hello, TJ. Thank you for joining the show this morning. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. It's good to see you. Always good to see a familiar face, though you're all familiar faces. Hey, good morning, Donald. Donald Allen, big supporter, we did Pro Wrestling Edge last night. We talked about you and how much you support my wife, Randy West. Thank you so much, Donald. You are acknowledged like they do the Roman Reigns on TV. So thank you so much. Sean O'Malley. Hello, Sean. Hello, welcome to the chat. Welcome this morning. How are you? I assume you are well. I am well too. I hope your day is wonderful. I hope it's filled with sugar plum fairies and all that noise. What's up, Roger Patet? Good morning to you. Good morning to you this morning. Yes, I made it home safely. I'll tell you right now. Schwartzy is not very good with turbulence. And the poor schmuck that had to sit next to me. Randy and I were split. It was not good for him. Oh my goodness. Remember, thank you for joining me. There's so many good people watching the show today. Whoa. Hell yeah. So if you're watching me today, don't forget, if you're watching me on Facebook, please share the video. Let everyone know. If you love this stuff, share it with everybody. Let's get everybody positive. If you hate this stuff, it's an excellent ripskis on the people you hate. You share it, I pop up on their timeline with my bullshit. Oh my God. Yeah, it's no good. So do that too. Share me if you want to rib everybody. Don't forget also react to the video. Give me a little less conversation, a little more reaction. But then back to the conversation. Go ahead, it helps me out, puts a little bit in the algorithm. If you're on YouTube, please follow me, turn the notifications on, subscribe to my shit. It's so wonderful, it's so fantastic. Promos pop up on there too. And if you want, please, my preferred platform, follow me on Twitch. What? Yes, Twitch. It's right there in the description. You can follow me on Twitch at Schwartzy. That's right. You can follow me on Twitch. Heart that video. Let me know you're there. Just give me a little slap and tickle for my trouble. Please. Please give me a little slap and tickle. Yes! Look at this chat. We did. Didn't we have a blast on Pro Wrestling Edge? Yes! No, we had a wonderful time. We talked about the Flophouse. Oh my goodness, we have Flophouse this week. We're going to talk about that. We're going to talk about Flophouse coming back to not only entertain you live, but do it at the Indiana City Brewing Company, homie. We're about to get it. We're about to get it. We are about to get it. We'll talk about that later. Right now, we're just waking up. All this noise. Who's having a positive day? Who's having a wonderful day? Who plans on going and grabbing the day by its balls and saying, listen to me, day. I have your balls in my hand. They're in my hand. What do you want? It's up to you, day. Balls are in my court. So that's why we do this. We wake up every morning. My goal is to stop. You scroll through your feed. You see all that shit. You scroll, and there's so much negativity, but that's okay. We love our little social medias. So what we're going to do is we're going to pump as much positivity into the social media. That way you don't have to quit. We've got you. We put up a little bit of we put a little comedy. We do some funny stuff. We get you laughing in the morning, smiling. Get those mouth muscles stretching. Look at this. This is so important to your mental health. It is so important you wake up and you're smiling. This is why we do this. We wake up, we smile, we make you laugh, and then I bring on somebody positive, doing something dope with their life, doing something fresh. I'm telling you right now, we want you to know that you can smile, you can be inspired, and that your day is ready to go. That's what we do here at Wake and Bake. Please share, please subscribe, please hit those notifications, please like, please react, all that stuff. Help me out because it is my goal to service all of you. That is my goal. Nothing brings me more joy than to make other people happy, than to make other people entertained. So by doing that, you're allowing me to touch other people's lives, hopefully, in a very appropriate way. I assure you, not physically touching anybody. Personal space. Oh, good morning, Joy Williamson. Hello, welcome to you. Good to see you this morning. Look at all these viewers. We have so many viewers. We're about to get started officially. Good Lord, this cough is coming back with a vengeance. You know how I do. Vinny Rattlocke in the chat skis. The sub sounds a lot better than what I'm eating. Today would be my sub. I believe you're subscribing. That is, we have 3 platforms. I don't know which one you're talking about, but clearly it's a more support. So thank you. Are you subscribing to YouTube or you're subscribing to Twitch? Either way, Rajo is supporting the brand. Support the brand. Good morning. Your nerves are really starting to kick in. Ready to get this weekend over with. Well, it's Monday, so I promise you the weekend is done. Your nerves. That is no good. So let me tell you right now, homie, I do not like to hear that my homies have nerves going crazy and all that shit. So I want to tell you right now, please take a moment to breathe. And I want you to take like 5 fucking minutes. Fuck everybody else. Not my crew. But take 5 minutes and follow your breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. I like to imagine a bright color of energy going in my nose and a gross like purple, maybe like a purple, like bad energy coming out when you breathe. And do that, for like a minute or two. You deserve your best mental space. I love you very much, Mike. We all love you here. And we wish that you have a good day and a better energy today about you. Oh, innocent Vinny. Yes. That's right. You know what's up, homie. Look at all you in the Twitch especially. Our Twitch is bumping. Drew. Good morning, Drew. He's going to eat shit. Give me a second. I've got sponsors and stuff. You've got this. It is Tuesday. My bad. Forgot it's my first day back. No, you're going to nail this opportunity to the wall. You have to imagine until you believe that you're going to knock it. You have to go in knowing. Your goal until then is to make sure you are convinced. Go away, Facebook. Make sure you're convinced that you are going to get it. And when you are convinced, nobody can tell you you can't. Doing yoga with a Schwartzy. Yes! All right, everybody. Now that we're having fun, now that we're all warmed up, now that we're all moving and grooving. No, just kidding. I want to take a time right now to recognize the people that make the show happen, and that's my sponsor skis. What kind of sponsor skis? I'll tell you what kind of sponsor skis. The good homies at Pro Wrestling. You don't have to wait. The good homies at Pro Wrestling Edge. Love to have them aboard. Pro Wrestling Edge is one of my favorite podcasts. One of my favorite independent wrestling podcasts. They also talk about sports. They also talk about all this current stuff they got going on. But let me tell you right now, it feels like you're hanging out with the boys. I love me some Pro Wrestling Edge, available on all major podcasting platforms. They're not only traveling around the Midwest and going to all these shows, but they're getting up close and interviewing all these wonderful wrestlers. Also, Dan O'Mac with his new Edge of the Mind podcast. We've got that coming out real soon. We cannot wait to hear all the reviews of the first episode. We can't wait to hear what you all think of Edge of the Mind. Once you've listened to it, please let us know. But they've got so much content coming out. For me, it's like they're becoming the what culture of the Midwest. It's so wonderful to see. Join my homies at Pro Wrestling Edge. They are down in the description. Let them know. Also, my homies over at the Midnight Snuggie Hour. That's right. Google Podcasts. Give them some love. Go follow them on Google Podcasts. They've got a wonderful backlog of episodes. Sean McMahon and the crew. They've got a wonderful bunch, so you just listen to all that. And by the time the new episodes come out and you have the notifications clicked, you're good to go. You're ready to go. You're fit to not quit. They will let you know when the new episodes are on, and you can just join on. Schwartz is going to be involved with some of those episodes, so it's going to be, stellar A++++ content. Yes. Also, if you want to support the show and you want to do something for your doll hair, you can head on over to our Brainbuster tees. Links below. You can get yourself a t-shirt, a hoodie, maybe one of them fancy mugs. I love those mugs. Go ahead and do yourself a favor and get one of those. A separate link below. You can also get yourself one of them Rattlocke Eat Shit t-shirts over at Brainbuster Tees. He's got his own Brainbuster Tees. Rattlocke Eat Shit, you can help him out. If you'd like to support the show, though, and you'd like to become a sponsor, 25 bones. I've got you all week for every episode. You just let me know. Get in the inbox. Go ahead. Hit me up on social media, homie, and no big deal. But if you can't, if you're not looking to sponsor, but you want to kick me a couple coffee dollars, you want to fill this mug here, you can always donate to the stream. It's always appreciated, and I'll always give you a shout out when it pops up here. I've got my phone right next to me. I'll give you a shout out on the stream or the next one whenever I'm able to see it. Just head on over to PayPal or the Cash App. We appreciate you so much. It helps it out. You're supporting my dreams. I love it when you support my dreams, because you make my dreams come true. That's right. I'll sing to you. I don't give a shit. I'm out here. I'm out here. You're the best. No, Mike, you're the best. You're all the best. We are one collective team, waking up every morning, and the team is growing. Yes, good to meet you as well, Mark. It is so nice to see you on the cast. Welcome for being a first-time viewer. Schwartzy's got his positive cast in the morning. We're doing our thing. My homie Rattlocke's going to come on here and eat something very gross. He does that on Tuesdays and Thursdays. I was on. Can I share something with you, Mark? When you told me, you said I've got this shirt for you. What? Isn't that fantastic? Mark, that's right, I told you. You give me that shirt, I'm going to wear it on the air. What I make good on day one? You know what it be, baby. You know what it is. No one's going to love you like Schwartz is going to love you. That's right. That's right. No one's going to love you like Schwartz is going to love you. Apparently my boys, Vinny Rattlocke's got a Snuggie on right now. And Drew needs that shirt. Yes. Yes. Oh, good news. Rattlocke is coming to Pro Wrestling Edge soon. That's so nice. Rattlocke will be maybe eating some poopies or something like that for Pro Wrestling Edge. Or maybe just, hopefully they're interviewing him. Maybe that's, homie. That's, I hope you're just doing an interview. You jumping ship? It's a good ship, but don't jump ship. Look at all these wonderful viewers. Remember, if you're listening on Twitch, give me some love. Follow me, follow me, follow me. Hit that heart button. There's a lot of people on Twitch this morning. We're kicking it. Also, look at all these people. What a wonderful audience we have this morning. Clearly, you're here for the Rattlocke. You are here for the Rattlocke, but that's okay. But before we talk about the Rattlocke, let me tell you, too, where you can find Schwartzy this weekend. Schwartzy is stunting and hot dogging. First of all, on the show this week, come back here. On the show this week, not only do I have Davison today on, but I have Tommy Vendetta on the show tomorrow. Isn't that nice? Tommy Vendetta from the Death Threat Army, a professional wrestling group. Ooh, so scary. He's got a bunch of death matches, and I hate his fucking guts for what he did to Hoodfoot, but I will remain professional. I'll tell you right now, Hoodfoot can handle his own business, so I ain't going to say stuff or keep it pro. I'll keep it pro. Total pro. Ichiban pro. Also, I've got MM3 on. MM3 contending for that title, you know, for that Flophouse title. So we've got MM3 on the show on Thursday to round it out. Whoa, isn't that fantastic? Also, you can find me at Future Great Wrestling in Hamilton, Ohio. I've got to make good on my Origins match. So in Hamilton, Ohio, Schwartz is going to stun and hot dog. And hot dog, that's right. I'm going to break a man's legs so he doesn't stand up. I'm going to break them so good. I'm going to efficiently work my way up from their hips down to their thighs, break their knees, hurt their calves, and rack them ankles. And if I just feel froggy, I'm going to tickle them toes and break them off. Because once I lock on that figure four, homie, you ain't standing up. You know what daddy can do. So Zodiac, bring your A game. Bring that shit and bring it good. I don't care about what you look like now. I don't care about your evolution. I know. But you ain't. You ain't. You ain't Schwartzy. You can also find me at UCW in Saginaw, Michigan. Isn't that fantastic? UCW in Saginaw, Michigan with stars like Sean Tyler, the Monster Clowns, Kyle Barrett, Brian Sullivan, and Dread King Logan. They're all in a tag team match. Isn't that nice? My boy Kenny Urban, LJ is going to be there. Oh my goodness, Captain Canada, and all the wonderful homies. Zach Thomas. Oh my God, Zach Thomas is going to be there. You can't miss this show. They're going to blow the roof off this place. You're going to love it. You can also find me on Sunday. Jesus, I need a nap. No, I don't. There's no rest for the wicked. Oh, you can find me at Flophouse, my home, Mayor McFlophouse. You can find me at Flophouse Wrestling this Sunday. You love to see it at the Indiana Brewing Company, in the Indiana City Brewing Company in Indianapolis, Indiana. What? That's right. We've got a ton of wonderful stars coming out. We've got Lord Crew, Randy West, Hoodfoot, Kevin Giza. We've got Levi Everett. We've got The Carver. We've got Remington Roy. We've got Apollo Stars. We've got Schwartzy. We've got Matt Taylor. We've got Thunder Kitty. We've got Kenny Urban. Can't miss it. You can't miss it. Look at everybody in the chat. Let me get back. Let me acknowledge you all real quick before we get to our, you know what time we're about to get to. You're wonderful. No, you are. No, your face is wonderful. Thank you for joining us. I think you have a wonderful Punam. Look at you. Also wonderful. Yes. You know, we was cool. Then Hoodfoot's my boy, my homie, my player. He's my kid in this business. Real talk. Tommy, you took out of my guy's pockets. Shaking now. You took out of the pocket somebody that I love. You don't go in the pocket. Never go in a man's pocket. Or don't go in anybody's pocket. What are you doing? You don't know what's in there. There might be gum in there. Yes, it is the place to be. I'm so excited for Flophouse. I'm bringing my Carver mask out. Yes, he'll be there. Yes, that's right. Drew's coming out to watch his nephew's debut. Cassius Star. He's very confident. We don't know what to expect out of him, but we know he's trained by. We know the skills that were instilled to him, but he's never been in front of a live crowd. That's the crazy part. So we're going to see how old Cassius hands out, But I'm very confident in the true last Rage baby. Okay, let me tell you right now. There are some people that will tell you he is the last Rage baby. He is the definitive Rage baby from our dojo. So I'm confident it is a privilege to host such an event for him. Okay. So if you all know what we're doing, we all have our morning rituals. That's right. So here's our morning ritual. We have moo cows in the chat. What is moo cows in the chat? I'll tell you, kill or be killed. It's time to smoke with the moo cow. That's right. So everyone break out something green because it's legal right here in the Flophouse. If anybody can take a shot of whiskey on the air, I can take a puff with moo cow. Ain't that the truth? So no, we do not live stream shows. We are currently. I'll give you all a little info before we get to Rattlocke. It would help if some of you would like to react to the video, subscribe as well, depending on the platform. If you're on YouTube, please follow me, subscribe, hit the like button and all that stuff. If you're on Twitch, follow and heart. And if you're on Facebook, please share this video. But do we do live stream shows? No, we do not at this time. We are working on that. What I would like to do is what we're currently working on is everybody does the dark matches and the pre-shows and all that. And we used to do private stash. My goal is to take some of the talent that would like to work their way, become a part of Flophouse. I would like to do, before the show, I would like to film short Sunday Night Heat style private stash and distribute it for free for everybody on YouTube and Twitch or some shit like that. Maybe donations at best if you feel frisky. But I would like to do something like that. That is something we are currently working on. And honestly, because you all helped me get this platform when we had our fundraiser, it allows me to do that. I might be able to do that real soon. So, yes, come out. Yes, that's what we're here to do. Oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm looking at that clock. Are you looking at the clock? About 9:25. Oh boy, it's Tuesday and it's 9:25. Oh, the music's off. Uh-oh. Oh boy. You think you take a break and you're like, oh, it'll be okay this time. But sure enough, there are certain truths in this world. You do not spit in the wind. You do not tug on Superman's cape. And you just understand that sometimes Vinny Rattlocke eats shit.
For science.
Hello, Vinny! Thank you so much. I want to thank you so much. You did such a wonderful job hosting the show while Schwartzy was gone. Thank you.
Well, thank you. It was a great opportunity, and I was happy to keep the ship afloat. And I had some wonderful interviews going on too with our best friend Zodiac, as well as Remington Roar. So it was fun. It was very fun. Drew was there on Thursday, cheering me on, making sure that I did my job besides the other job.
Is that what we're calling it? Cheering you on?
Well, okay, full on demand. And
throwing his vet card down in the chat.
He was using dad voice just through the text, going "Eat it." So, which is what
Vinny,
we're
it's
doing
so
today.
wonderful. Yes. Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I just wanted to also point out that I am wearing my Snuggie in honor of Midnight Snuggie Hour. It is my Deadpool. It is a Deadpool Snuggie. So you got to rep the love for comic books while you.
Yes, we're comfortable this morning, aren't we?
And I guess today it's also going to double as a bib.
Oh, God bless.
Yeah, you understand. And all of you out there understand as well.
Don't understand. But I do understand that it is Tuesday. It is one of the best segments we have on here, homie. It is one of the best times we have. We love to watch Rattlocke eat shit. So let's get to it, Holmes. What do you got for us today?
It is actually a Valentine's gift I have gotten from my wife, the wonderful. You've seen her on here a couple times, writing in Chaos Theory. She is my love of weird science, and she got me some wonderful gifts. Say like the if y'all like Squid Game out there, she got me one of the Squid Game masks, a couple stickers, some Cthulhu gear. But as well as that, she also got me from Thailand some Kokai durian flavored peanuts. I don't know how many of you guys know about the durian fruit in that area, but the durian fruit is very pungent and extremely, I believe, bitter. Some people have compared it to like a big basket full of used sweat socks from a locker room.
Yes. Terrible.
And this shows you exactly how much my wife loves me, because durian. Is that how it's supposed to be? Durian? Durian? Did I say Duran? Like Duran? Hungry like
Duran. Durian.
Yes, it's durian. Jacob Johns is confirming that it smells awful. So that makes me very...
We're pretty much public knowledge that this smells and kind of consumes. It's got the aura of dog shit. So
yeah, I'm very excited about that.
Me too.
Yeah, right. So how was your weekend again?
Nice and fantastic.
Hey, there's my wife again. Hello, Chaos Theory. I love you. And thank you for the gift. Full support of this show. As you can tell, my wife going out of her way to have something shipped from Thailand to go straight into my gullet and then back into the probably the trash can. She told me though that if it's prepared right, it actually has a very light, fruity taste to it. But they're not always successes, so we're definitely gonna. I mean, if you can tell. I'm actually, unlike normally how I am on here, I'm actually on my laptop today. So that's the durian fruit in there. It just looks like a giant butt just hanging out of that spiky little.
Like butts.
Probably going to smell like butt too. So
we like butts here. Cannot lie about that.
I keep having people ask me to try Vegemite.
The kids call it cake. Yes, the Vegemite. Have you tried Vegemite? I've never tried it.
Never tried Vegemite before. So
that's what I'm genuinely curious about. Seriously,
I've known about. The only time I've ever really known about Vegemite was the Men at Work song. Would you like a Vegemite sandwich?
Got a Vegemite sandwich. Yes.
Vinny
I tried to isolate the part.
If it's different words, can it still be the same tune?
Uh-oh.
Oh. I love you, honey. Now, see, this is why I'm wanting to get this portion sponsored, because we spend money out of our own pocket to entertain you. God knows how much the shipping is from.
Oh, almost spit the ad. Do that.
Everybody wanting the mail and mustard going on. So, yes, Big Rod, she is the best. So, okay, I'm going to go ahead and give this open up and take a whiff. And unlike most mornings, I've already had a little bit. I've already eaten a little bit, so I have a little bit in my stomach, so who knows how much is going to come out today. Oh, God.
There we go. That's what we're here for.
They look regular. The sad thing is, looking at them, you're like, okay, they look like peanuts, but it's
yes.
Have you ever left for the weekend? You know, like you had, like Schwartzy had a nice booking weekend, and you get ready to leave, and you're like, I need to make sure that I turn on the dishwasher before I go, and because I got those special detergent tablets that you don't even need to rinse your food off with. And you thought you hit the button, but the door wasn't completely shut, so it never activated. Then you get home from that weekend, you go to open it up, and you get that quick smell.
That's what my bag smells like right now.
Yes, it's your weekend.
I was really hoping TSA wanted to search my bag. Dead serious. I was like, yeah, I hope you think you see something in there, you homie.
And what is it with wrestlers still getting gear that makes it completely difficult to just wash in a machine? As I don't get that. They're like, well, you gotta understand, this is a nice pleather, you know, da-da-da. And it's like, yeah, and you smell like an entire butt.
Well, you have to hand wash it. Yeah, like my gear, a lot of my singlets and I hand wash. You have to do it like, you know, like old time on a washboard, on a softer washboard. But you know,
I do a dry cleaner.
I ordered it. Apparently, Rattlocke's on getting higher pay than I'll talk to producer because Daddy can't get dry cleaning.
No, there's some places out there, they have deals if you go on a certain day where it's $6 and you can throw like 3 or 4 items in there.
I'll throw 4 items at you.
God, it does. It smells like spoiled like food. Just rot like a nasty dishwasher with your food still in it. So I'm gonna. It's just.
Yeah, that's right.
And see, my wife, she was baiting me into it, going, "Hey, so, you know, if it's prepared right, it's a delicious fruit." No, it's not. It don't smell like a delicious fruit. I'll tell you that. So I'm gonna shake a couple off here. We got a small handful going on. All right, it does. It smells. Oh God, it smells so bad. It smells sour. It smells spoiled. All right, everybody, here we go. Got the handful of durian peanuts, flavored peanuts. All right, here we go. For science. Oh my God.
Yes, that's it, Daddy. That's it, Daddy. There it is.
It's so weird because it tastes it's bad, but it's like they put sugar on it as well.
It's like poop with a sugar rolled in sugar.
It's like they pulled the peanuts straight out of a turd.
Didn't sound like you said peanuts. And that's probably what it tastes like. Oh, get it, boy. Get it. Get it. Get it. Make these people proud. Oh. Don't, that's sympathy puke.
Aha.
He made it disappear like the Joker on that pencil. Oh,
It's not wanting to stick on. Oh God, you can tell the you can, the coating of it. It's not just like a quick like drizzle. Let's see if I can break into it. Like it is full on. Like that's the coating of it. It's thick. I can't think.
Don, you hold that in.
I'm trying to.
Don't do that. That you don't chug more. That's not the best. I thank you all for coming to the show. I'm out of here. You know.
What are you doing? I listened to your guys' interview this morning on Pro Wrestling Edge. It was awesome.
Oh, come on, guy.
I thought I could do.
Stop. Cut it out. Watch it down with a bottle of mustard, you weirdo. Oh.
Oh God, I thought if I took a drink of water that would help it go down that time.
There's some Rattlocke. You want to watch? No, there's some right here.
Oh.
You need a moist towelette. What are we're gonna get? Oh, the Snuggie, not the Snuggie.
Oh no, it's all over my computer and my phone. It is spittle all over my phone.
Oh, this is the grossest. We wake everybody up for this shit.
Why? Why?
I don't know. Somehow we actually our ratings go up every week. The amount of viewers. I don't understand.
The funny okay.
But they love it.
Mouse. It's on my mouse. It's on my laptop. It's on my Mac.
The views of the Rattlocke do not necessarily reflect the views of Schwartzy and Wake and Bake in the morning.
So how's everybody's morning?
I don't know. Did your wife recently take out a life insurance policy on you?
She wouldn't get that much.
Got to get something for all the trouble.
Gallon of milk, maybe.
Oh, I'm sorry. Your Rattlocke is dead. Here is your complimentary gallon of milk, and we threw in government cheese too.
I will say though that after eating that, I was gonna attempt something, but I realized that this is going to be serving me a purpose as a secret weapon that I will be using soon enough. Because not only you guys got to understand, this is more than just me, entertaining you guys. This is me running. It's science. I'm running experiments, and people know that even though you guys are currently entertained through a screen, through this repulsiveness, if I was standing across from you in person and was to try to consume this and go through the exact same convulsion, I don't think you'd still be sitting that close in front of me. And we're going to test this theory. Where are we going to test this theory at? I don't know.
Oh.
Perhaps in a ring?
I don't know. I don't want you anywhere near anything.
That's too bad, Schwartzy, because it seems that I'm going to be making an appearance at FLOPHOUSE this Sunday.
Yes. Oh, that was gross. I'm so glad we don't have a commission here in Indiana. Come on, guy. Come on,
yeah.
guy. Come on,
My
guy.
wife loves me.
Come
My
on,
wife
guy.
loves me.
No, Rattlocke will be at Flophouse. He'll be at Flophouse Wrestling this week. It's on Sunday, or technically next week, or whatever the shit you want to call it. And Sunday, he will be at Flophouse Wrestling. He will be there. You love to see it. And Rattlocke, I know what you're going to do, but you don't, and either does everyone else. And I think we're going to leave that a little bit of a surprise, but you will be on that show.
I am. I love surprises, as you can tell. I love you, honey.
Yes. You're going to get another surprise out the other one later when you let it go through your system.
Oh, God, is it going to smell just as bad coming out as it does?
What do you think?
I'll bet it smells better.
I don't know what Flophouse sees. What's Flophouse?
Flophouse.
What is Flophouse?
Flophouse?
Do you know what Flophouse is and why they're trying to rip me off and just change one letter? Oh, Drew's just stupid. Oh,
Germany.
No, apparently you're not. Flophouse. Come on, guys. Your nephew is there. You got to give it some love. It's a promotion inside a promotion. Not sure that's kind of death match I want to see.
Choking to death on my own vomit in the middle of the ring. That would be great. That's how I want to go.
Roll out. I'll push you out the venue. Not on property, Rattlocke.
Huh?
Well,
he's printing a Flophouse shirt today. Look at that. They're bootlegging you as well. Big Rod, don't be bootlegging Flophouse.
It happens. It happens sometimes.
You get bootlegs.
You get bootlegs sometimes. It's okay. I'll just come for your bootlegs. No, Rattlocke, that was wonderful and terrible, and it was awful to watch you vomit. But you come on here Tuesdays and Thursdays to eat shit. You took over the show for a couple of days when Schwartzy was gone. I want to thank you so much for coming on. Tell us, what do you got coming up there, Rattlocke? Besides Flophouse, what else you got coming up?
Well, I've started doing some extra stuff on my other channels, the ZABADAS Network on YouTube. Besides making masks and stuff, I got 4 masks I need to complete before March 19th, which is the ZPW ATW's Panic at the Dojo 2 Mojo Dojo, which you'll be at.
Mojo Dojo.
Mojo Dojo.
Keep talking about it.
But anyway, yes, because you're going to see Schwartzy's actually going to be going 1-on-1 in a dojo match against Aaron Atlas. Hey, there we go. Back upside down and everything.
Upside down and inside out. That's what me and Aaron Atlas is all about.
Why don't you do the typical independent wrestling champion, how angry they are by hanging it out of your teeth. You gotta bite it and hang it off your mouth and be like, to let you know that, so those wrestlers let the viewers know that they're insane. So very nice.
And Atlas, suck it. No, I will cut the promo on that little bitch later.
But yeah, it's going to be incredible. I'm going against Zodiac as well, and besides that, for the ZABADAS Network, I'm doing some unpackaging where I get these packs of random stickers that have a theme. Like this one is My Hero Academia. I have an Attack on Titan series. I've already done a Fallout sticker set and a Harry Potter sticker set. And I'm just opening them up. He's a wizard.
You're a wizard.
One of the most depressing deaths in the Harry Potter universe was indeed Hedwig. But still, I'm opening up those and just going through them, and because people know when I do my merchandise, I like to have these stickers aside for people just to go through and look at and purchase. So instead of just buying them and throwing them in a bin, why not go through them and show people exactly what they'll be looking at when they come and see my booth or my table at a show and whatnot.
Your booth? Is that a does that for some? Does that mean something else or your actual booth?
Well, when I do conventions, even if it's just a small table, they call it a booth.
Oh yes.
Sometimes the H is silent when I say booth, and they think I'm Canadian. They think I'm saying it's a boot.
Ooh, it's a boot.
What is that, a boot?
I don't know. You tell me. Rattlocke, that's so wonderful. Where can we find you specifically? Where can we find you, like, digitally? Tell us what the links are. You know the deal.
So we got the Vinny Rattlocke TikTok. All you got to do is just write my name down, Vinny Rattlocke. You can find me on YouTube. Just do hashtag Vinny Rattlocke or, youtube.com/ZABADAS Network. I have also hashtag ZP Dubhub. For ZABADAS Pro Wrestling. We got a couple matches out there. We put all of our promos out there, as well as other things. We just had a music video drop from local artist Mula Khan, and he's actually going to be he gave us a song. It's going to be our official dojo intro song, which is Knuckle Up. Or here, it's even better. Knuckle Up.
Oh, come on, guy.
Science. As well as you can catch me on Twitch. I'm going to start gaming probably in the next month or so at nights, doing just phone app games, which you don't see too many people doing. And not just like PUBG or something like that. You'll see me doing like Farmville.
Like multiplayer, or will you be playing with yourself?
I'll just be playing by myself.
Okay.
I have a clone. I only break them out every now and then. But no, and I'm doing it for a app called Money App, where you play games to a certain point and you cash them in for rewards, which turn into PayPal money. So it's another fun. If you like to play phone games and you like to make money just on this, you're making money just by sitting around playing games in your downtime. So
I love that. I love money.
I've had that app now for 5 months and I've already made about $105 off of it.
That's not bad.
It's not bad at all.
Well, Vinny, that's wonderful and that's fantastic, and we really appreciate you coming on here, putting those disgusting nuts in your mouth until you vomited. So
I appreciate you having me over.
I'm sorry?
I appreciate you always having me on. It's always a treat.
Yeah, all jokes aside, it is an honor. I say this all the time, but I mean it, and you should always understand that in life things are honors and privileges. But people like you in my life, people like you on the show, people like you and your energy having around, it is truly an honor and a privilege. Thank you very much, Rattlocke. Everyone thank Rattlocke for eating some of that shit, and tell him what it's for.
It's for science.
For science.
Oh my goodness, isn't that nice and wasn't that fantastic? We had Rattlocke coming on here and putting all them nuts in his mouth, talking about how gross it was, vomiting in a trash can, and then telling you to follow him on ZABADAS Network on YouTube. Don't forget, links below. And you can also catch him soon with his new gaming stream. He'll be on his mobile phone. He'll be playing with himself for your pleasure. That's right. And showing you how to earn a passive income even. That's kind of nice. We love that. Right? Right. You know what else we love? We love the wonderful promotions that we all know and love. Ones like the homies at Future Great Wrestling.
Southwest Ohio's premier wrestling federation can be found right here in Hamilton, Ohio, every Friday night. Join us for pulse-pounding, hard-hitting, old-school professional wrestling from some of today's best wrestling talent during Friday Night Fury. If your dream is to compete in the ring, Fox Pro Wrestling Academy is the place to go. Train under Hall of Fame trainer Cody Hawk and learn wrestling from one of the best of all time. Find out more by visiting us on Facebook at Future Great Wrestling.
Oh, man!
This is President Schwartzy, and if you want something hardcore, and you want something crazy, you want something where the Dementors is flying around you, and you're eating gruel sandwiches, and you want something gritty, you watch Ruthless Pro Wrestling.
Ruthless Pro Wrestling, the newest and hottest pro wrestling company in the Midwest, featuring today's hottest talent and the wrestling stars of tomorrow, with hard-hitting and high-flying action, and a reputation of the high-stakes world of deathmatch wrestling. Join RPW at our monthly live events, or stream us anytime on iwtv, the internet's premier streaming service for independent wrestling. Join us for all of the ruthless action.
Ruthless Pro Wrestling is not just a style, it's a lifestyle. Capiche?
I don't know who that guy was. You get that crazy guy coming over here and taking over the set when I'm trying to play the wonderful homies from Generation Championship Wrestling. What a wonderful show we're having. Are we all having fun today? Are we all enjoying the man that come on here, Rattlocke, and vomiting for all of you? Talking about, we come here, we do positive stuff, we get going. Let's take a look at the chat. Let's see who's kicking. Oh, hello, Douglas. Yes, hello, Douglas. How are you today? I hope you are doing well. I hope you are doing great. I hope you are doing fantastic. That's right. Also, Douglas says, Ruthless Pro Wrestling RPW is game changer. It is a wonderful promotion. It is one of my favorite places to be. You know what else is wonderful? The mayor of that place is here too. Welcome, Chris. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the show. Welcome to the, one of the minds behind some of the best wrestling that is going on. And you will know their name. By the end of 2022, you're going to know about this. You're going to know all about RPW, homie. You're going to know the name. You'll love to see that. Little coffee. Everyone, have a little coffee. My baby robe. Oh, look at me. I'm so comfortable. Good morning, Larry. Good morning to you. I hope you are doing well. I'm doing very well. I'm up and at 'em. What did I tell you this morning? We talked. He said, just be careful, you don't burn out. I said, homie, daddy, don't burn out. Papa, don't burn out. I glow bright. If you see me burning, you don't need to be concerned. You just need to start clapping your hands because I'm stunting. I'm hot dogging. That's all you need to know. That is all you need to know. But I hope you are doing well. I hope your day is fantastic. We have a guest on today. We have Davison on today. Davison is a mental health specialist, professional wrestler, and so much more. We have so much to talk about. I'm going to kind of let her steer that ship because she has so much to talk about. I want to get into it, but we are going to talk, and it is one interview I am super pumped for. I'm very excited for this interview. Vinny Rattlocke in the chat, joining us in the chat. My voice. Oh God, I've already brushed my teeth twice and the taste is still there. That's just nice. He does it for you. He does it for all you wonderful people. ladies and gentlemen, the Rattlocke. I want to go kiss my wife for giving me such a wonderful treat on Valentine's Day, but she won't unlock the door. Oh, welcome to marriage. Welcome to marriage. Smart lady. Smart lady. She is. She is. I had a wonderful weekend this weekend. I was able to go down to Tampa Bay, Florida for Generation Championship Wrestling. A lot of wonderful talent down there. Two people I really want to talk about just real quick is I saw two wrestlers like live that I have not got to see live, or one I have not seen in a while since ACW and all that. Male wrestler Ron Bass Jr. I finally got to see him up close. Hell of a talent. Holy shit. Y'all don't sleep on him. Don't sleep on Ron Bass Jr. And La Brava. She is, oh my goodness, female talent out of Florida. I need to get some more. I'd love to have her on the show. Holy shit. She's a wow. Really good stuff. Both these two are, I just hope they are going to eat well in 2022, because I work with a lot of talented people, but sometimes you just see people and you're like, goodness, your soul needs to be somewhere bigger. You deserve so much with the talent you have. So Ron Bass Jr., La Brava, they are two wonderful talents. Please, I don't have their social medias or anything. They aren't guests right now, but please go ahead and go search them out. Maybe I'll find out how to put them out. Wonderful wrestlers, wonderful talents. Sometimes you just have to throw some roses where they aren't being thrown, because they deserve to be planted in these points. Woo! What a show we have today. What a wonderful show. We have so many viewers today. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. And Schwartzy doesn't just do this show. You can also see Schwartzy other places. You can see me at all my other shows. But if you're curious about how you can say, oh, I'd love to have Schwartzy come to my town and hot dog, you can follow Schwartzy on all his social medias. You can follow me on Facebook at, Schwartzy. You just type in my name, Schwartzy. But if you check out Twitter, you can find me at Schwartzy. You can find me on Instagram, Schwartzy. You can find me on TikTok, Schwartzy. But you can also message me at gmail.com. bookschwartzy@gmail.com. Oddly enough, I am ordained. I will do your wedding. If you want a wedding by Schwartzy, I guess I'm doing those. You can also support us by heading on over to iwtv, especially with our show we have coming up this weekend. iwtv, use promo code FLOPHOUSE. You can get some free days. Go ahead and watch those old FLOPHOUSE shows. Go see where we came from. We were stunting during the pandemic skis. That's right. There wasn't a lot of work, but guess who was working? The FLOPHOUSE. The party animals were somehow working, putting it in. So go check us out and see where we came from, right? Right. That's so nice, Larry. Thank you so much. Everybody deserves roses in some capacity. We should all be getting our roses. Speaking of roses, we have somebody on the show today that deserves a wonderful bouquet of roses. A wonderful human being. Somebody that is that's right, the music's gone, so we're getting into some serious shit. Someone that is involved in not only, we have a lot of wrestlers on, obviously she's involved in wrestling, but she's also involved in the mental health field. Swerve. So we're going to be talking about all these types of things. Like I said earlier, I'm going to let her steer this boat. I want her to focus on, she has so much going on, so accomplished. We have accomplished souls on here. Ladies and gentlemen, I want to welcome you to the show, Davison. Hello, Davison.
Hello, Schwartzy. How's it going?
You must know Jimmy Shalwin because he once told me to always come out with every piece of entrance gear I have. And look at you with all the gimmicks.
I'm just trying to figure out where to put all my accolades today.
Oh,
Let me set that down. This is my trophy for being an award-winning commentator, as you know.
Good Lord.
This is the IPW Championship.
Oh, your accoutrements.
This is the IPW Rookie of the Year Award. Let me just set these down real quick.
Good Lord. That's
Good
fantastic.
morning, Schwartzy. Hi.
Good morning. Good morning. How are you? How is your part of the world? You're in Michigan, right?
I'm in West Michigan. I'm in Kalamazoo, Michigan. Correct.
That's so nice.
Yeah.
Western Michigan University.
Say that again. Sorry.
Over there by Western Michigan and all that good stuff.
I went to Western Michigan 2 times, Schwartzy, undergrad and graduate degree.
I went to Ferris.
I hear Ferris has a nice party scene.
Yes, when do you think Schwartzy was born? But it's not enough about me. Let's talk about you. Davison, it is so nice to have you on the show. You have so much going on in your life. You are a very accomplished human. You have so much. You do so much. Let's start with professional wrestling. We're all here for the wrestling. We all love the wrestling. We all love that. Tell us about your experience in professional wrestling. Let us know. You're rather new to the business, but you're doing so much. How did you get started? Tell me about the journey, the start of the journey.
Sure. Well, so I've been a wrestling fan since I was very, very young, like a whole lifelong fan, like I'm sure you are and a lot of people are. Now, actually, when I was in college, I was given the opportunity to go to Marquette, Michigan, which is way up in the UP, to train for a couple of weeks with a gentleman named Mike Shaw, who more people might know as Bastion Booger or Norman the Lunatic. I hung out with him for about 2 weeks and got beat up, and I said, this is not for me. Well, fast forward about 20 years, and I'm on a podcast with my now IPW commentary partner, Mark Franchise. We did about 12 or 15 episodes of that, and then the owner of IPW, Josh Raymond, came on the podcast, really liked our vibe and energy, and he said, we need commentators. Next thing we know, we've gone from the podcast to commentating. And after about a year and a half of that, I just kind of got the bug, and I asked Josh if I could start training, mostly just to exercise at first. And it very quickly turned into the bug. And I've been training for about 18 months now, which led to my debut back in October of 2021.
Fantastic. So this is a brand new run for you. How are you enjoying it so far? You have how many matches under your belt?
I have a whopping 3 matches under my belt, Schwartzy.
And how are they going for you? I know you had one with, I'll tell you right now, I have to say it, and it's probably because she's in the other room. You got very lucky against Randy West, but a win's a win. How have that been going? How are those 3 matches treating you?
Well, Schwartzy, I just want to acknowledge, I'm glad you're a mature individual. I'm glad we can have this kind of conversation after I had my dalliance with your lady. She's a legend. But yeah, I would say I cut some corners. You know what I mean? I'm new. I needed a boost. So I'll forever thank her for that first opportunity. It's been weird, right? Like winning the belt in my first match, I've had to learn how to work from the top, which has been kind of an interesting run. But my coach, Josh Raymond, I don't know if you're very familiar.
Very familiar.
Yeah. Oh, you used to train with him a little bit. I forgot about that.
Josh Raymond actually also. So I didn't train with him. He was around when I first started. He was. I got advice. I got critiques. I might as well have been, but I don't want to take away from his students who do it full time. But he made my first pair of gear.
Oh, yeah. How was it?
It was wonderful. It held up great. I still have some. I actually personally took some of the patches off to keep some of it for, but it holds up.
Yeah. He taught me the lesson of kind of becoming a one-person shop. He wanted to make a living as a wrestler. And obviously he worked all over the world. I'm sure Mexico, Europe, Ring of Honor, Wrestling Society X, PWG, like you name it. But he said, sometime you're not going to be able to do it in the ring. So what if you learn how to do creative? What if you manage? What if you're a good talker? What if you can make gear? You'll always have a job in the industry. And I thought for a while, wouldn't it be interesting? We've heard about substance abuse issues in the business. A lot of people are here with mental health struggles, difficult childhoods. What if I were to become a therapist in wrestling? You know what I mean? Get a job, maybe working for a company as in-house therapist and wrestler.
Right. Oh, wow. That's so nice.
Hey.
Yes. You're going to get your comment reactions as we chat here. I'm sorry to distract you, but the comments pop up as we chat. People are going to love you.
No,
You're
it's
very
tremendous. I
You're a
like
very
the
lovable
commentary.
human.
Yeah, no, that says Queen Sarai. I mean, I'll take that all day, every day, Schwartzy. I love your viewers. Thank you very much for that.
Yes.
Yeah, well, so I don't know. Schwartzy, you tell me, do you feel like you've had struggles with mental health in your lifetime?
Yes, definitely. I've gone through a lot of mental health struggles. I actually go into every day with a major, well, I don't look at it this way, but on a actual, if you have to look at it on a scientific chemical scale, I go in with a little bit of a deficiency on a chemical scale, but I work on that daily, and I've been working on that for years. Ups, downs, left, right. I've been in corners. I've been wide open in the sea with nowhere to go. But, we are here now, and we are loving every day. Yes. I am loving every day. I've found my personal solution.
Yeah. And
How long have you been involved in mental health, in the mental health field?
I've been involved with mental health since I was a childhood because I struggled from very poor mental health, unfortunately. Sure. Dysfunctional family. I'm also a queer person. I'm a transgender person. Like, it's not been the easiest road. So I'll be honest with you. When I was a kid, I was watching movies. I'm a child of the 80s and 90s. So there are a lot of movies coming out about that time that were more about therapists. Like, I'm remembering Good Will Hunting. I'm remembering Prince of Tides. Silence of the Lambs kind of fits in there.
So I'm a big fan of a show, and I've been trying to get Randy to watch it, and they just brought it back, actually, with a new doctor, In Treatment.
Woo! Yeah, I love In Treatment.
Yes, what a wonderful, and the way they did it every day as a new therapy session, it was wonderful.
Yeah, it is. And that was really cool, too, because there are therapists who cross those boundaries like he did. He had an affair with one of his people. I would never do that. I'm a professional. But there are people who do. You have to be a certain level of responsible. You have to have some civic mindedness. You want to have to take care of your community. So I got my undergrad degree in behavioral psychology, and I worked on my undergrad for about 10 years as a behavior specialist in the special education field. I got burned out. It's tough work. So I decided to go get my master's degree, which I got in 2010. And I've been working in the field as a licensed professional counselor for going on 12 years.
Wow. 12 years?
Yeah.
Over a decade of destruction. You're like the Undertaker of mental health. Look at you.
I chokeslam depression and anxiety.
Don't.
I tombstone bipolarity.
That's nice. That's right?
That's correct.
So that's fantastic. You talked about something briefly. You brushed on it, and I'm going to come back to it. You talked about being queer, transgender in professional wrestling. And we talked about that a little bit off the air. You had mentioned that you thought it was going to be kind of a struggle, but it turned out to be kind of a blessing. Can you kind of touch on that or just go into it?
Sure. Well, I'm sure, again, everybody watching this is a wrestling fan, I would hope. We can be honest with each other. I think that historically, the entire fan base of pro wrestling hasn't always been maybe the most progressive.
Yes, absolutely. We speak truths here.
Say that with a little kindness and a kiss on the cheek. So, we saw racism throughout the years. We saw homophobia. We saw sexism. I did not expect this to go well for me. You know what I mean? Trans people are worried about being looked at all day, every day, being scrutinized. Do I want to put myself in front of a potentially drunk crowd of hundreds of people with absolutely no control over what happens? But after meeting with Josh kept assuring me it's become more progressive. It's very open-minded in the locker rooms. There's a lot of mutual support. And I just want to say to you, thank you for doing this. You are such a massive positive influence. You're another one of those people that made me go, wow, yeah, those personalities exist. Those look like my people. So the commentary thing kind of let me dip my toe in the water, being at all the shows.
Sure.
Never had a single issue. And then since debuting, I have not had a single negative interaction. I can't guarantee what's happening behind the scenes or anything like that, but what I don't hear can't necessarily hurt me, right?
Right. No, you're doing a great job. I'm very proud of you. You're working very hard. I think 2022, we're going to see you a lot more places. You just started, so you're kind of keeping it honing your craft locally and getting your stuff. But I know you look. I saw you at RPW. Actually, hold on. Let's talk. I saw you at RPW. I'm sitting there. I know that we're looking for an announcer or a, what do you call it? That was the announcer. Yes. We're looking for an announcer all day. And Davison walks in. It was so wonderful to see you. It's so wonderful to be announced by you.
Yeah, that was so fun for me. We have a mutual friend, Chris K from Ruthless Pro. Let's give him a shout out. Now, Schwartzy, you're going to love this. When I first met Chris, he was telling me about Ruthless Pro Wrestling. And he said, you need to see this guy. He's one of our sponsors. He's one of our bigger personalities. He sends me a link to a Schwartzy commercial. And I went, do we swear on this podcast, Schwartzy?
Yes.
I went, what in the fuck? Who is that person? You're hilarious. I loved your vibe. I just like, wow. I didn't know this stuff existed on the indie scene like that. So, I've been finding creative ways to self-promote, even only having had 3 matches. I don't know if you watch all the RPW shows, French. I started making these little self-promotional commercials for my character where I'm kind of giving therapeutic advice from a little bit of a heel perspective,
Sure. I got a little bit of it, especially, you send, I like to go through some of the stuff you send. It was something different.
Yeah.
I liked it.
I'm trying to bring some sophistication to the proceedings, right?
I liked it. I definitely.
Yeah. But so I'm finding creative ways, like there's Independence Wrestling Television, which FLOPHOUSE is on currently. So is RPW. We've had some struggles getting IPW on there for one reason or another. So I thought, how can I self-promote? I started running ads on companies that are on iwtv already.
Yes.
I wanted to plant seeds for people when I do start going to other feds. Like I want them to already be familiar with the name, with my face, with the character. And the fact that I was able to do that RPW announcing gig, I think already proved that it's kind of working, right?
Absolutely. Absolutely. You have to be multifaceted. I see a lot of personalities. I don't know if you're familiar. I'm sure you are. Sam LaTurna on IWTV is a personality. She does a lot of, she's a wrestler and she does, but she's always talking and hyping up the shows for the week. She has her own podcast, stuff like that. That's kind of what I see with you. I see you like a Sam LaTurna. A lot of people like that are doing a lot of personality work and trying to just be everywhere. And that's so wonderful to see. It is wonderful to see that you're willing to adapt yourself to different areas. You obviously are in great hands with Josh Raymond teaching you the way. We appreciate that.
Well, and it's interesting. I hear about programs where it's like learn to wrestle in 2 months, learn to wrestle in 10 weeks, 3 months, whatever.
Yes.
Besides some injuries, I've been training with Josh for close to 18 months.
Yes, I was training myself for a year. I don't necessarily agree, but there are people that have made money and they're doing just fine. So they drive a Corvette or some shit like that. So yes.
Yeah. I'm not after a Corvette. If I found it in my driveway, I'd certainly drive it. I mean, assuming I had the keys and the title. I'm not a car thief.
Any good skill, as long as you have family. No, any good skill is worth honing for as much time as humanly possible.
Yeah.
And you are honing that skill. Not only with mental health, but professional wrestling. What are your goals coming up for professional wrestling, mental health? What are your goals for 2022?
Well, I got my full licensure middle of last year. So as a mental health clinician, depending on your license, you may have to work under professional supervision for a various period of time. Okay. I'm out from under that umbrella, which means technically I could start my own business. And I've actually filed for a small business to potentially start my own shop.
Hey, good. Congratulations.
Thank you. It remains to be seen. Like there's a lot of responsibility that comes with that end. And I'm trying to dedicate more and more time to wrestling because my ultimate goal would be make this my career, whether it's wrestling, whether it's commentating, whether it's announcing, whether it's editing, which I've started to get into, whether it's storyline, which I'm starting to help with creative in IPW. I've heard about CM Punk, who's one of my favorites, and some other people like just soaking it in. And that's exactly my philosophy. I want to know how everything works. Even if I don't do it, I'm just curious about the process. So yeah, I guess it works out. I want to learn and do all of it.
Absolutely. That's so good to hear. That's so good to hear. I'm going to recognize this comment, and I'm going to follow it up. Schwartzy, let's get her on a Flophouse show.
Oh. What do you think of that, Schwartzy?
Davison, that's going to bring me to my next point. You are a very well-spoken human. You are very good at what you do. You are very wonderful.
Thank you.
You know, on behind, in front, next to the scenes.
I like to think that I look pretty decent from behind, the front, and from the scene.
Yes, all your scenes are wonderful. So what I would like to do is I would like to ask you, we have an opening for a backstage interview at Flophouse. Would you like to be Flophouse as fuck with us homies?
I am blown away right now. I never dreamed this would be happening, Schwartzy. You didn't set me up for this. I didn't know this was coming.
Well, that's what we do here. It's called an ambush.
My voice kept climbing with anticipation and excitement. I would be absolutely honored to be Flophouse, Schwartzy. Obviously, I have some contractual obligations. We'd have to make sure our schedules align.
Absolutely.
Come on.
I'd say when we get off the air here sometime today, we talk it out, we hammer out the schedule, and we have you come be Flophouse as fuck and interview some of these fine homies and players.
How much freedom am I going to be? I love that I haven't signed a contract yet. How much creative freedom am I going to be given, Schwartzy?
Flophouse, we don't care.
Yeah. I want to warn you in advance. I do not guarantee that I will not sabotage your lovely wife, as I do have intentions to have a rematch at IPW sometime.
It's not a smart place to do it, but go for it. That's what whatever it makes for good TV.
I cannot promise there will not be a Nancy Kerrigan, Tanya Harding scenario. I don't know which direction that would go in, mind you. What I can tell you is I would be thrilled to interview, and I would definitely bring a psychologically therapeutic slant to the interview process.
That's fantastic. I'm so glad we're going to have you aboard Flophouse. I'm so glad. It is the people. It is your reputation. It is all these things that make these things happen. That's why we have to be interactive with our local promotion. It is why we have to be vocal on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, all that shit. You have to be vocal if you want something in pro wrestling as a fan. You don't have to be an asshole about it, but you have to be very vocal. And Davison, I feel this is going to be a wonderful year for you. So I want everybody to know, where can we find you? Tell us, give us the links. Tell us what you're doing. Plug your shows.
I'm not giving people my home address. I'm not sure if that's what you wanted, but that's
don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that.
You can find me on Facebook by looking up the IPW Wrestling fan page. You can find me at my own page, Davison Sarai Artemis. And you can look up Davison Sarai against Instagram and across Twitter, where you'll find me on both IPW accounts and my own personal accounts, where I am highly active and responsive. And fingers crossed, you might be able to find links on the Flophouse stuff sooner than later. See what I was doing there? Two of them.
Absolutely. And you can find, it's called Wake and Bake. We all know you put a little smoky poo in your diet. So all those links are available in the description below. You don't have to think about it. You just got to click it. Don't think, just click. Don't think, just click. Go to the YouTube. Subscribe to her YouTube. Subscribe to ours at the IPW YouTube. Subscribe, follow, support. It doesn't cost no dollars. Support my homie.
I want support. And it's a capitalistic society, and I'm not a big fan of capitalism. However, I live in the fishbowl, and there's water in it, so I do need to pay my rent. I'll take whatever support you'll offer me.
Absolutely. Absolutely. It was so wonderful to have you on the show today. It was wonderful to chat about wrestling and mental health. Yeah. I can't wait to have you at Flophouse. Thank you so much for joining us.
That's so flattering. Thank you, Schwartzy. I greatly appreciate the opportunity, and I look forward to more pleasant interactions as we wake and bake in the future.
An honor and a privilege. Thank you so much. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Say thank you to Davison Sarai. They say thank you so much. Say thank you. That's right. She gave us the most valuable currency in the universe. It's time. You can't get it back. Once it's spent, it's gone. And she spent it on all of us degenerates in the morning. You know, thank you, Queen. See, Raj knows. Thank you, Queen. Douglas, Thank you. Look at everybody with the thank yous and the appreciation. Schwartzy poos, all my Schwartzy poos have gratitude. Can I tell you right now what a beautiful quality in all of you? What a beautiful quality. And yes, Douglas, I do wedding receptions. I do. I will do weddings. I do them. I got a whole routine, but weddings by Schwartzy are a thing. But what a wonderful show we've had today. Have you guys enjoyed the show? You guys super pumped? I know I'm super pumped. I had a great time today. I love doing this. I love doing this every day. I was so good to be back to do this. My voice is a little bit shot, but it was so good to do this. Rattlocke held down the fort so good. And then Schwartzy swooped right in and said, get out of the way. No, Schwartzy said thank you so much. And he was back with all his Schwartzy poos this morning. You love to see it. Just like Flophouse Wrestling on the 20th. You love to see it. Now get over here. I want to thank you all for joining the show today, because you know we couldn't have done this, especially without our sponsors. The homies at Pro Wrestling Edge. That's right, Pro Wrestling Edge. Those homies got it right and they've got it tight. You can find them on all types of podcasting platforms. They talk about pro wrestling all over the Midwest. We're always talking about it. They're doing interviews. They're live at the shows. They're getting in depth. They also talk about sports. Dan O'Mac, he's also dropping Into the Mind podcast. They've got so much going on. Look below for all their links and get to know them. Getting to know you. Midnight Snuggie Hour, I'll get to know you too. That's right. Get to know them over on Google Podcasts. Head on over to Google Podcasts and click on the notifications, because while they don't have new episodes right now, they've got new ones coming soon with Schwartzy. They've got a whole bunch of episodes you can listen to in the meantime, and Schwartzy's going to be there. It'll be wonderful. It'll be fantastic, and you know you're going to love it. You can also support us by buying that merch. That's right. Head on over to Brainbuster Tees and buy that merch. We've got shirts, we've got hoodies, we've got mugs. Oh, that's so nice. You can also head on over to Rattlocke's and get an official Rattlocke Eat Shit shirt. Why wouldn't you want one of those shirts? They're wonderful. You can support the show also by heading on over to a PayPal or Cash App. Kick us just a couple dollars. We'll give you a shout out for doing so. We would always appreciate you. Thank you so much for supporting us. This is how you can do it without letting my wife push me down the... sometimes I fall downstairs. Thank you for joining me today. It's been a wonderful show. We've had a wonderful time. Your most valuable currency you have spent with me. Maybe I've got you through your workday. Maybe you're rolling out of bed and just trying to get some motivation. Maybe you're just trying to get the coffee made. I don't know what you're doing. Maybe your day is just ending because you worked all night. It doesn't matter. It's all the same. It bears repeating. Nobody's going to love you like Schwartz is going to love you.